All right, folks, we are here the final day of Overland Expo. We're about talked out, but I got one more conversation to have, and that is with Mike Ladden of Drive the Globe. Now, there are three sure things in life: death, taxes, and Mike Ladden in a big orange truck.
That's right.
So this is your...
Well, this is technically the fourth big orange truck,
Wow.
believe it or not. Second Stewart Stevenson in a row. So.
Gotcha. So what are we looking at here?
We are looking at my newest build, which is a 2002 Stewart Stevenson. It's an old Army truck that I essentially turn into what I call my home, but it's a motor home. I guess this one would be 6-wheel drive though.
Wow. What kind of rubber are we rolling on?
Those are 48-inch tires.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Is that all? Okay. Yeah.
48-inch tires.
What do you air down to?
So what's nice about this truck is it has central tire inflation.
I saw that.
So it's push button, and it has modes for mud, for sand, for highway.
Wow.
So it has preset, and you just do it from the cab on the fly. It's nice because you can come down, a road, and you cut off into a nice sandy off back country road or something, and you just hit the button and you're good to go. No stopping, no airing up, no airing down.
Nice.
It's nice.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Well, the wrap turned out fantastic. It looks really good.
Yeah, so I kind of like to keep, everybody kind of knows me obviously by the orange truck.
Yeah.
So each truck, each iteration if you will, I kind of like to keep the heritage going and make little changes. So this truck I decided to name, I never named a truck before. So I named it Baobab after the big African tree of life.
Okay.
And I went with the tree theme, so I wanted to put some trees on the side.
Nice.
And as we go inside, you'll see I even have a little mini tree in my kitchen. So.
Nice, awesome. Before we get in there, you've got some fun activities back here.
Motivation really between the last truck and this one, the reason, I guess, if you will, of why I built the new rig is that I wanted to get my motorcycles and my bicycle inside.
Okay.
So essentially it's very similar to the last truck with the addition of this 4-foot garage. And if you remember my old truck at all, the length is actually not much longer because everything was hanging off the back.
Right. Okay.
So this motorcycle, I'll call it contraption, actually runs on a cordless drill, believe it or not.
Okay.
And it's really easy to operate. So we can go if we want to come up. And up comes the motorcycle. Shift gears. And that's it really, and then it pulls in. It just slides in on the track.
Wow.
So it takes me about 4 minutes to load or unload the bike, which is nice because, as you know, and from my years on the road, you find out if it's too much work and it takes too long, you're not doing it.
That's true.
Right?
That's so true.
So I really wanted to make it super fast, so that makes it super fast.
That's
and then the same thing, you go back out, we go down.
Yeah.
So it's super easy to load. You just put the bike in the wheel chuck, pull it up, and that's it.
That is nuts, dude. How much does that bike weigh?
So my bike is fairly light. It weighs about probably about 425 pounds with the equipment on it.
Yeah.
But this thing is rated to lift, I think, 1,850 pounds. You could put a Harley on.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is nuts.
So the other advantage about the garage is that all of my sort of equipment is in here.
Gotcha.
Solar controllers, inverter converter, my AC stuff, my DC stuff, my battery bank is back here, the water tank is back here. So if anything goes wrong, it's easy access, it's all in one location, and it gets it out of the habitat.
Yeah.
And it freed up probably 50-60% more cabinet space.
That's the ticket right there, because there's nothing worse than having to pull stuff out of cabinets or pull panels off the wall and try to find, oh, where's the fuse, where's the breaker, where's the problem.
Right, and try to find it. Yeah.
How many amp hours are you running?
So on this truck, I was able to improve my off-grid capabilities, if you will, right? So I went with 1,000 amp hours of lithium. For the battery bank, there's 2,000 watts of solar on the roof.
Okay.
My water tank went from 85 gallons, I think, on the last truck. This is 170 gallons of water.
You got a bathtub in there?
Well, no, I wish I did. But I do have enough, I figured out, to take a shower every single day. I use about 4 gallons a shower, so I think I can go almost 2 months off grid, even taking a shower every day. So the capacities are a lot bigger. So that's,
cool.
you know, as you know, it's electric, it's water, and food are sort of the limiting factors of how long you can stay, you know, off grid.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, let's see what you got going on inside.
Of course, obviously we kind of just walked on it. This truck also has a rear deck, so it's going to be nice. I cannot wait to be able to back up to a river or something and just sit up here on my chair, right?
Oh, that's going to be so cool. Oh my gosh. This is nuts, man. This is gorgeous.
So I like to call this, you know, this is my kitchen, right? I've
Uh-huh.
got pretty much everything. Since I live full-time on the road, it's been 3.5 years now.
Okay.
I've got my stove. I've got an oven down below here.
Right.
Up above, I've got a microwave. And then obviously I got coffee machine and toaster. The goal here really was that I could roll into camp and not have to do anything.
Gotcha.
My setup and takedown time is pretty much zero.
Yeah.
Everything is fastened down.
Oh.
So I don't, I mean, even the plant, the you know, the computer, everything is attached. So there's really nothing to set up and take down on this build. That was kind of and here's my tree.
Yeah, I love it.
This folds up. It's a little table, so if I need extra space to work on.
Gotcha.
One of the changes that I found, and I wanted to make sure for the future, if I need to modify anything, I created a chase on this truck. So these panels come off, and so does this one in the middle, so I can bring things in from the garage in the future. And I decided to go all touchscreen. So I have Garmin power switches. They control like lighting and all the rest of the stuff.
Wow.
It's all just being done on an iPad here.
Wow.
And you know, Amazon Echo Show or whatever. So she does all my music. So everything is sort of like, you know, the ability now with Starlink. I have high-speed internet on board all the time.
Right. Right.
So I don't have to worry about that stuff. All my controls, my solar, and my battery and whatnot are, you know, mounted on that wall.
That's awesome. I like this ceiling too. That's really
Yeah,
cool.
ceiling is, you know, it's actually Amazon. So, you know, I tried not to use wood because, you know, traveling around all the time, you're always switching climates and whatnot. So, you know, it's plastic, really, ceiling, vinyl wood floor.
Yeah.
These are actually IKEA cabinets. I take flack online about that sometimes. But people say, they're not going to hold up. Well, I've been beating around for 3 years now. They hold up.
Nice.
So it's all IKEA. The fridge is under here, the pull out. I've got, what's going on here? I've got a dual zone fridge here in the Habitat, and then I have another dual zone fridge actually in the cab.
Oh, really?
So
Wow.
I have, this is a 75 and that's a 65.
Okay. Plenty of space.
Plenty of space, yeah.
Nice.
So once again, that increases my time I can stay off road,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
And then going down this way, we've got one of my requirements was a real shower. So, you know, I got a real shower with a glass door, and it's, you know, a decent size, and it's not a wet bath, so it's a separate, you know, toilet and sink room in there.
Holy cow.
And a little throwback to all my past, you know, trucks. There's actually orange number 1 and orange number 2.
Wow.
So
look at
they're all
that.
there.
Yeah, so you can take a whiz and think back.
Remember, there's the Arctic Circle on the Dempster Highway.
Oh,
And we got Egypt up here, the pyramids. This is me going across on my Land Rover.
Oh, wow.
So, and then the bed back here. And once again, keeping with the tree theme, I kind of decided to decorate with some birch aspen trees or whatnot on the wall.
That's gorgeous, man.
The other thing I did was put a porthole in on the back here. So when I open the garage doors, which I typically do a lot, I have a view out another side of the truck that I didn't have before. So that's kind of cool.
Okay, and AC right above your head there.
It's rooftop Dometic AC 12 volt.
Okay.
So yep.
What size bed?
This is a full-size bed, so but it's a real bed. Like I got a 13-inch mattress or something, so it's a real mattress. So it's comfortable, and I travel around so much that people are always inviting me. Hey, I got a spare bedroom or whatever. I'm like, no, I'm gonna sleep in my own bed.
I'm good.
It's nice. I'm good.
You poor thing. You know, you've been living outside. Come
right. Exactly.
Nice wardrobe here.
Yeah, wardrobe. All the doors open up. Right. You got hanging, and you got shelves and whatnot. That's the one thing I gained from the last truck is I've been able to, once again, moving everything to the garage.
Okay.
I've got more wardrobe. The bump out on my prior truck for this space was the angled bump out in the back.
Right.
Where the bed was. Now it's wider, so I've been able to add more cabinets in the bedroom.
Okay.
So even though it's the same square footage as my last truck, it's like much bigger.
That's awesome. So I haven't seen this. I had no preview to what we were walking into, and I'm legitimately amazed. Now, how long? I heard rumors, but how long did it take you to build this?
That's the tough part here.
Okay.
So, living full time with no actual home anywhere,
right?
I have to do it fairly quickly. So I sold the last rig at Overland Expo West.
Right.
In fact, I had like 20 people pack it up for me, and I drove a U-Haul. Picked this truck up in St. Louis, and then drove it to the East Coast. I built this in 3 months.
Holy crap, dude.
18 hours a day, no days off.
Yeah, that's awesome. You couldn't hire a shop to do it that fast.
No. And granted, I did have a bunch of buddies and friends helping out on various things and various projects, but it was a tough go.
Fantastic. Unbelievable. Well, I guess the last thing is the cab. Can we see what this looks
like?
like?
Let's look at it.
Yeah? Dude, I'm serious.
So I came into Expo beat tired.
I bet.
I finished building this on Sunday, last Sunday. A week from today.
Holy cow.
This door's open, that other door is open, so if you want to, I don't know if you want to go in there or...
All right, so what am I looking at here?
So this is the cab. These things come from the military, pretty Spartan. They're loud, they're metal, they don't have any insulation. So I basically insulated it, carpeted it, put in the Shieldmon seats, so they're super comfortable. And the Iceco refrigerator, the second dual zone, is behind, in between the two seats. And I just kind of, made it look a little bit more, what I would call, less military. I guess that's the best way you could describe it.
That's pretty comfy.
Yeah, those seats are nice. They got dual armrests. Actually, there's another armrest that comes out on this side.
Wow.
They're heated, so it's heated seats, air conditioning. It's features that you would not expect necessarily in an old Army truck. It's nice. I mean, if you think about it, people ask, how does this thing ride? Yeah. It's on air suspension on the cab. It's power steering. It's air brakes. It's touch. It's touch button automatic transmission. Okay. Yeah. So it drives great, and the windshield is huge. So your view is amazing. Yeah.
This is like widescreen HD.
Yeah.
Wow.
Got a rear backup cameras, so I can see. I navigate with the new Garmin Tread.
So the big question a lot of people have on something this size is, do you feel confined sometimes with how big it is?
So I tell people there is no perfect overland vehicle, right? Right. Mm-hmm. There's always something wrong. They're either big, or they're too small, they're too something. This has its limitations just because it's big. It's like a tractor. It will go off-road through amazing stuff. Okay. Much more suited to out western United States where it's less trees. Yeah. I personally, since it's my home, I take it pretty far off grid and do more than most people probably would expect, but I got the motorcycle. So I am much more inclined to go out, and sometimes I'll even pre-scout. Okay. I'll take the motorcycle out, and I can judge whether or not it's a great place to take the truck. Really.
That's such a good combo. I mean, I actually started doing that with a mountain bike that we run with now, and it's a great combo. I'm legitimately just wow. This is incredible. I'm jealous. I'm officially jealous. Don't show this to Sarah, please? I'm gonna have to hide this footage from her because she's gonna be like, let's talk to Mike about what can we build here?
Style Overland's next setup look like?
Oh man! And I saw you got automatic awnings up here too.
Yeah,
right?
so I mostly use the awnings to keep the sun out of the windows, and I put awnings on both sides for that reason.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
And because the truck's so high, of course,
Yeah.
they're powered awnings because you can't get up there to reach
Sure.
them.
Yeah, very cool. Well, Mike, again, always a pleasure.
Yeah,
it's been
well,
fun.
thanks for coming out, Kevin.
It's been awesome. Thank you for giving me this tour. I'm just, it's an incredible footprint, incredible build, and you've done an amazing job in an unbelievable short amount of time. So, good job.
Let's go camping.
Let's do it, man.
Let's do it.
Let's take this thing out to the hot springs somewhere.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll see you on the next one.